அச்சமில்லை அச்சமென்பதில்லை அச்சமில்லை அச்சமில்லை அச்சமென்பதில்லை அச்சமில்லை அச்சமில்லை அச்சமென்பதில்லை.
When we refer to the working class, somewhere I feel there is no doubt that this entire movement at that time in the 50s was definitely a very left-wing Soviet model. They all loved to talk about Lenin, Marx, and they were also so enamored by the Soviet model, of how the working class should be organized. But that was too idealistic. So in the organized sector and the informal sector, these activists had to somehow go and give that message, and so that they can be attracted to this ideology. So there is this very interesting song in which these are all rickshaw drivers, are getting together and talking about working class rights, Such an amazing piece of choreography.
வண்டியை உருட்டி வறுமையை விரட்டி உண்டாலும் காய்ந்தாலும் ஒன்றாகணும். நம்ம வண்டியை உருட்டி வறுமையை விரட்டி உண்டாலும் காய்ந்தாலும் ஒன்றாகணும். இந்த திண்ணை பேச்சு வீரரிடம் ஒரு கண்ணாயிருக்கணும் அண்ணாச்சி. நாம ஒன்னாயிருக்கணும் அண்ணாச்சி. என்னாலும் உலகில் ஏமாற்றும் வழிகள் இல்லாத நன்னாளை உண்டாக்கணும். இந்த திண்ணை பேச்சு.
The clever usage of having Chandrababu sir and Shivaji, it is mainly to attract the mass audience and take the strong message of this working class thing. The way they have projected the whole scene as if it is fun, they also make you understand work is fun. There are so many songs that say you sweat it out, you have to shed your blood to work. It need not be like that. You have to love your work and do it. Start, I think that is the beauty of this song. The way they have projected, work is fun.
Why I feel the stronger comment is that, industrialization is growing across the state at that time. So many factories are coming up across the country, and cinema had to address them. They were not just talking about Raja Rani stories. In the next song, which is Nandrik in the Irumbuturai, it's a very powerful song because it goes right into the heart of the factories, and it is made by Gemini Studios. What do you see about this? Is there a contradiction here?
The beauty is they have not used the hero for the song. The song is not sung by the hero of the film. It's not by Shivaji sir, it's by S.V. Subbaiah sir.
எளிய மக்கள் தலையில் காசு ஏன் மிதிக்குது? இதை எண்ணி எண்ணி தொழிலாளர் நெஞ்சு கொதிக்குது. எளிய மக்கள் தலையில் காசு ஏறி மிதிக்குது. இதை எண்ணி எண்ணி தொழிலாளர் நெஞ்சு கொதிக்குது.
அப்பா, வர வர நீங்க செய்யறது எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் கூட பிடிக்கல. அந்த ஏழைகள் கொடுக்க வேண்டியதை கொடுத்தா என்ன?
இந்த பிச்சைக்கார பயலுக்கு நான் அடங்கி இருக்கணுமா? அவங்க என்னென்ன கேக்குறாங்க தெரியுமா?
ஆமா, அநியாயம் தான்.
There are beautiful two things about how that one generation will be about the capitalism and how the next generation will be against capitalism. Where you clearly see in between that song, there is a shot where Rangarao sir is being advised by his daughter Saroja Devi, saying that why are you denying them what they deserve?
It was so powerful that it actually grows across the border. It gets made in many other languages also. And Sivaji's role is played by Dilip Kumar in the Hindi version called Paigam. So I feel there is already on one side this very strong leftist, but at the side the workers are also lost. And there's a very interesting song here which I recollect about women singing, and it is about the softer approach. What about handicraft?
எங்களுக்கும் காலம் வரும், காலம் வந்தால் வாழ்வு வரும், வாழ்வு வந்தால் அனைவரையும் வாழ வைப்போமே. எங்களுக்கும் காலம் வரும், காலம் வந்தால் வாழ்வு வரும்.
Kalam Varam is one of the best songs, I would say, which showed so many aspects of women as a working community, and women can be the seed for any big entrepreneur himself. Just a quote of the preceding scene where Shivaji has lost his job, he has no money, and this woman who was pretty much thought that she was always inside the house, she says, I have been working, I have been painting dolls and I have made money. But the man objects. He says, how can you go and work? I am doing everything for you. Why are you working? He said, I wanted to work. I wanted to be myself, so I worked. And I have 1,000 rupees, and Shivaji faints. He says, I have never seen that kind of money in my life. And the way they happily sing, the Tandatane Tane Na becomes a female chorus only to empower that women as a working class can enjoy and make work beautiful also. Working place itself is beautiful when women become working class.
Clear, we keep coming back to the point that these songs, the activist songs, have to become enjoyable at one point of time. It has to be loving, caring, compassionate, endearing at the most, And according to me, one of the most endearing songs is this film from Enga Vittu Pillai, where M.G. Ramachandran sings a song which is totally out of his character. He is somebody else. But this song, he puts it into the song. He says, let's make a working class song here.
சிலர் ஆசைக்கும் தேவைக்கும் வாழ்வுக்கும் வசதிக்கும் ஊரார் கால் பிடிப்பார் ஒரு மானமில்லை அதில் ஈனமில்லை அவர் எப்போதும் கால் பிடிப்பார் எதிர்காலம் வரும் என் கடமை வரும் இந்த கூட்டத்தின் ஆட்டத்தை ஒழிப்பேன் பொது நீதியிலே புது பாதையிலே வரும்.
Usually the working class is taught about the outside,
factory workers,
the factory workers or the field workers. Here it is about the domestic people, the people who most inside the house, they are even they are working class, And you don't have to touch somebody's feet to be have a better life. Say வாழ்வுக்கும் தேவைக்கும் வாழ்வுக்கும் வசதிக்கும் ஊரார் கால் பிடிப்பார். Doesn't matter. You don't need to.
You are entitled to.
Yeah. உனக்கு மானம் இல்லையா, உனக்கு ரோஷம் இல்லையான்னு he scolds them. He abuses them. He says, this is, instead of doing this, you better die. That is what he is communicating. And the way he hugs all the, the domestic helps around there. Oh my God, that made this thing whole powerful.
But there is a very interesting line in that film which he says, I will not attack God also.
Yes.
What do you say?
தேவன் என்றாலும் விட மாட்டேன். ஒரு தவறு செய்தால் அதை தெரிந்து செய்தால் அவன் தேவன் என்றாலும் விட மாட்டேன். Actually, it was written as தெய்வம் and then changed to தேவன். So, தேவன் in the sense, in that sense, it means the boss and the God.
And God also.
Yeah.
And then there is an amazing song where it's a film called Vivasai.
Yeah.
But he's on a tractor and he's dressed in pucker pants.
Why he came on a tractor? You don't know. Okay.
No.
That's a beautiful thing because always Tamil films or Indian films have depicted farmers on
always carrying the plow and all that.
And they were always depicted as poor ones, craving for food and stuff. Here you see one nice, one handsome
city man
sitting on a tractor and all that. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
That is so nice because he is indirectly saying, the activism is here saying that, look, you've got to modernize yourself. Yes. You cannot be living in the past, You have to modernize and you have to take the initiative.
இருந்திடலாம் நாட்டில் பல வண்ண கொடி எத்தனையோ கட்சிகளின் எண்ணப்படி இருந்திடலாம் நாட்டில் பல வண்ண கொடி எத்தனையோ கட்சிகளின் எண்ணப்படி பறக்க வேணும் எங்கும் ஒரே சின்ன கொடி அது பஞ்சம் இல்லை எனும் அன்னக்கொடி பஞ்சம் இல்லை எனும் அன்னக்கொடி.
So in a way, the only way to overcome the so-called landlordism is by workers becoming modern. See, then the landlords have no place. You see, that is the way to.
There are some beautiful lines. He says, "Enna valam illa inda tirunattil yen kaiyai yenda vendum velinattil." I mean, we are looking at aids for everything from foreign lands. Here you have everything. Everything he says in this song. இருந்திடலாம் நாட்டில் பல வண்ணக்கொடி எத்தனையோ கட்சிகளின் எண்ணப்படி பறக்க வேண்டும் எங்கும் ஒரே சின்ன கொடி. What is the flag that we need to be flying? There is no poverty. பஞ்சம் இல்லை எனும் அன்னக்கொடி. Annakodi is food, flag of food.
Which brings me to a rather, very different kind of a film, like in Asuran, when he says Pollada Bhumi, And you feel, why is he so angry with this state? What do you think about the song like that?
I think Asuran is pretty much, is more about the anger. And also you have to relate it to a period. you're talking about a 2022 film, though we do hear a lot of inequality here and there, it would sound a little odd. This being a period film, I think it worked
It
well
works
for
therefore.
them. Yeah.
And the same hand, this very same Dhanush, he will do another film like Pettadari.
Velayila Pattadari.
You know, in an industry, the construction site, and he is talking about what is this problem, you know. So in a way, the industrial working class has become a kind of a tokenism after some time, because I think Tamil Nadu has already become very industrialized.
Yeah. These kind of, today's films talk about these, more about the sexual abuse in the workspace, which is more of today, you know, and overtimes, extra working hours, leading to infertility. All these issues are being spoken about today. I think activism has taken a different turn.
Yes.
It's still talking about the working class, but in a different turn, in a more urbanized language, I would say.
So with this, we will end, and in the next episode, we will go to watch Activism talking about women and children's issues.